I'm in North Wilkesboro, North Carolina. I meet this girl. I fall in love with her. This is back before the internet and cell phones and all that good stuff that we have now. So I started writing her letters. I started calling, collect, and doing anything I could to stay in touch with her. By the way, she still has that box of letters today, 39 years later. Anyhow, something would happen a few months after that. I knew I had to go see her, and I literally worked during the summer so that I could buy a plane ticket from Tallahassee, Florida to Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, near where she was living as a young boy. And as I was doing that, I began to hear about her parents, especially her mother. Her name was Arliss Merle. They were connected with Lester Sumrall and people like that. They were church planters in Ohio and West Virginia and Kentucky. And they began to talk about how she really moved in the gifts. And I didn't have a complete understanding of that. I was so new in the faith, but they said really like word of knowledge and stuff like this. So they began to say, you better be careful what you're thinking and doing with her daughter. So they picked me up from the airport, my wife and her sister. And when they did, to be honest with you, I sat in the back seat because I didn't want to get too close to her so that I didn't want to have any untoward feelings that weren't holy. Because I didn't want her mama to see me when I got there thinking things that I shouldn't see. I got to the little house in Buchanan, West Virginia, and I walked up on the little front porch, and her mom and dad came out, and her mother came out, and not in a harsh way, but she pointed a finger at me. She says, I know you. She said, 3 years ago, the Lord brought you to me in a dream and told me you were coming to marry my daughter, and I've been praying for you for 3 years. Now, let me tell you something. 3 years before meeting her daughter, I wasn't worthy to marry a dog, much less a beautiful girl, because I was in sin and in perversion. But my point is this, because she was faithful to intimacy with Jesus, even in the dream world, God revealed something to her, and I believe God used her prayer life to birth me into the kingdom of God. That might stretch some of you today, but that's the God that we serve.